Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Epoch Essential Oils webinar. I'm Jared Warburton, the Director of Marketing for the Americas region, and I'm so excited for the launch of our new Epoch Essential Oils, as I'm sure you are too. In fact, essential oils are one of the fastest growing segments in the consumer market. I'm very pleased today to have two very important guests joining us on the call. I have Dr. Joe Cheng, our Chief Scientific Officer and Executive Vice President of Product Development, and Dr. Paul Cox. Dr. Cox is the Director of the Institute for Ethnomedicine and a Nu Skin Scientific Advisory Board member. Welcome both of you, Dr. Cheng and Dr. Cox. So to begin, Dr. Cheng, let's start with you. You and your team have been very busy getting these amazing essential oils ready for launch. Can you tell us a little bit more about how the Epoch Essential Oils were developed and what makes them so unique?
Yes, sure, Jared. Let me start. You know, at Nu Skin, every time we look at a new opportunity for product development, we spend a lot of time researching and developing products that can actually satisfy our so-called 6S process that drives the Nu Skin product development efforts. With the 6S process, we are then confident that we can deliver the results and benefits that are expected from such products. So, as we saw an emerging natural fit for essential oils with our Epoch line, we wanted to make sure that you get what you expect from an Epoch product. Epoch combines the most advanced scientific understanding of time-proven natural ingredients used successfully by many indigenous cultures. But to accomplish this, Nu Skin partnered with one of the world's foremost ethnobotanists, Dr. Paul Cox, who has studied the powerful relationship between plants and indigenous cultures throughout the ages. So, when you look back at the Epoch product line, it occupies an absolutely special place in Nu Skin. It was first introduced in 1996, and we have always used essential oils in several Epoch products over the years. Nu Skin's experience and research have now allowed the scientists to focus on the essential oils themselves and now pave the way for the launch of the Epoch Essential Oils, a new class of aromatic ethnobotanicals, if you will. But just to be clear, though, we could only deliver these new products because our scientists have access to the most advanced analytical equipment in Nu Skin labs. These instruments have the highest sensitivity in the industry and can analyze the purity of ingredients at parts per billion levels. We believe few organizations in the industry have access to such sophisticated tools, which cost millions of dollars. Therefore, the Force for Good ethos even includes the Nu Skin research investment, which drives our ability to control and guarantee the quality and effectiveness of Epoch essential oils. So it is clear, we don't just rely solely on the word of our suppliers to say our oils are pure. In fact, our scientists have analyzed essential oils in-house, and through our expertise and knowledge of botanical products, we have actually detected problems related to the potency and purity of some oils. By sharing such scientific insights with our suppliers, we have improved their analytical methods so that they can provide us with better essential oils. Nu Skin 6S quality process, which is the basis of the company's pharmaceutical-like approach to product development, now adds a layer of quality control for consistent quality and effectiveness. So back to you, Jared.
Thanks, Dr. Cheng. You know, as you were describing the great lengths that Nu Skin goes through to ensure the quality and the purity of our essential oils, I couldn't help but think how uniquely positioned we are as a company. You know, as a multi-billion-dollar company, we have been very fortunate to invest significant amounts into our labs and our equipment, our scientific staff, and into the products that we develop. And I think that really sets Nu Skin apart from others in the industry. So thank you again, Dr. Cheng. Now on to our next speaker. We are very lucky to have a partnership with one of the world's leading ethnobotanists, Dr. Paul Cox. And as an ethnobotanist, Dr. Cox has helped us find ways to infuse ancient wisdom into our Epoch essential oils. Our partnership with Dr. Cox was established many years ago. In fact, Dr. Cox has been a Nu Skin partner since the Epoch line was first introduced in the 1990s. And we've been very lucky to have his knowledge and his expertise as we develop the Epoch Essential Oils line. So now, Dr. Cox, I understand you've been doing some traveling recently. And before we get into having you explain more about the oils, tell us about some of your recent travels.
Oh, thanks, Jared, and thanks, Dr. Chang. It's great to be with you. You are always so generous when you introduce me, and I've got to say, frequently I'm introduced as one of the world's top 50 ethnobotanists. That's because there's only 25 of us that are actually out there on a regular basis. But I've had sort of a wild winter. In fact, I want to apologize. The screenshot of me there, I'd just come back the night before from the Persian Gulf. I'd been down out in the desert for quite a while, and one of the film guys came and said, Paul, it might be nice if you got a haircut before you go on camera, so forgive me, please, for the shagginess. But yeah, I've had a wild time. Right after we did that little video, which I guess is going to be released at some point.
Yeah, it has been.
Oh, it has been? Okay, there you go. I got a letter from Prince Albert II in Monaco. Imagine that. And he asked that I come over and spend a day because he was very interested in our conservation efforts, some of which, of course, were involved in the Force for Good, where every Epoch product provides a little bit of a donation to help build schools and that, and he was interested in that, so I got to go to Monaco and hang out with the prince. What a great guy. And I'm going to tell you a few little, I know it's a webinar, but I trust our distributors, so don't go tell everybody this, but I asked him, Joe, what is his favorite movie? I asked His Highness, do you have any guesses what the favorite movie of Prince Albert II of Monaco would be?
No, tell me.
Rear Window, the Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Oh.
And then I said, well, didn't that make you feel a little odd as a child to see your mother, Grace Kelly, up there on the screen? And he said, well, initially, but then he got over it. So it was a great thing. But I sort of felt like Cinderella before she turned into a pumpkin. I had a great day there, and then I've been up to Stockholm. But let me talk about what we're here for, is these essential oils. First of all, let me tell you how excited I am about this project, like excited with a capital E. Now, we have an opportunity to really set the industry straight, Jared, on a few things. First of all, essence or an essential oil doesn't mean that they're necessary for life. We're going to die a hideous death if we don't get them. What it comes from is the French term for the volatile part when you take an aromatic plant as opposed to the concrete. And so they make our lives better. So that's the way I think we need to position, Joe, and I'm so excited about the team here. We need to position Epoch essential oils as like being kissed for the first time or eating your first mango. You remember that?
Yep.
Which one, Joe?
Oh, the mango.
The mango.
Yep.
No, I mean, they're just something that adds to the quality of our life. They're fragrant products coming from plants. They're teased out in delicate ways, typically by steam distillation, and sometimes they're just squozen out or pressed. Indigenous people have been doing this for centuries. And so that's something that's really exciting to me, is to sort of look at the way that the Epoch essential oils contain plants that have been used by indigenous people for thousands of years. So can I launch right into them for a second and talk about what we're going to do here?
Absolutely, please do.
Let's talk about lavender. Lavender is used in a lot of cultures as a relaxing sort of form of therapy. Let's see, let's get the slide up there. We have a lavender slide coming up. Where is it? Boom, boom. There we go. There we go. Bingo. Now, what a fantastic experience I've had is actually working in Provence, where there's vast fields of this lavender. I mean, you feel like you've died and gone to heaven. It's so fragrant, so lovely. And it's used for centuries by Romans in fact, the word lavender comes from the Roman term to wash. Lemons, of course, everybody loves lemonade. I do too. Let's go on to the next one here. Lemon, there we go, great. Prized, of course, around the world for its many virtues. And I don't know about you, but if you walk through a lemon grove, have you done that, Joe? You feel so alive. when you smell that scent. It's fantastic. Peppermint. Let's go on to this. This is like Chinese New Year, Christmas, Hanukkah, all tied up into one, okay? Because we got all these great fragrances. So peppermint has been used as a flavoring around the world, and Native Americans, of course, really tuned in to peppermint. We're using a relative of that in our Epoch Eye Stancer product. No added fragrance to that thing. So this is exciting. Let's go on to the next one. These ones are really fun. Cinnamon and clove. They were used throughout Asia. If you had to approach the imperial court of China or Japan, you had to have cloves in your mouth to even talk to the emperor. And I've actually been to the Spice Islands, where these things, in Banda down in Indonesia, where these things were originally acquired. In fact, when Magellan went there, he loaded his ship so full of nutmeg that one of them sank. They couldn't even, it was so precious. $1 worth of nutmeg in Banda could turn into $33,000 in Amsterdam. Now, just for our legal team, I'm not making any claims about income potential of our distributors here. But I just want to say that these things have always been used for enhancing life, and they've always been regarded as precious. Let's go to the Australian continent, where I was a fellow at Melbourne University. You know, the Aboriginal peoples there are so wise. They've been using eucalyptus for its healthful properties to ease breathing. And pine, of course, has been used by Native Americans. So if you think about what we're doing here in the Epoch Essential Oils, we're building a diverse and exquisite palette of aroma, of fragrance, of things that can excite people's lives. Let's finish up with citrus. You know, I love citrus. In fact, I was just in Coconut Grove just Friday night in the citrus grove looking at their citrus products. And grapefruits, for example, were brought by the Spaniards to Native American Seminoles have used these. Everywhere you go in the world, people love citrus. Next one, let's come back to the Great Basin. We'll sort of come back to that about juniper. You know, it's funny, I don't know if you knew this, Jared, but people here in the Great Basin call it cedar. Have you heard that? Cedar post? Yeah. It actually refers to a couple of species of junipers. And people that, of course, that drink gin know all about juniper berries. You know, it really makes Joe's shaking his head. We'll tell you later what it's about, Joe. I know you wouldn't know that. You're so innocent. But junipers have been used for wellness and health by Native Americans for a long time. Also used in the Iberian Peninsula, Scotland, etc. Well, let's go back on to lavender for a second. Now, these two fragrances are so interesting to combine, you know. In Socotra, down where I was nearby, off the coast of Yemen, people have been using lavender, rubbing on their hair and clothing for fragrance. And I'm going to tell you a little secret, Jared. You don't know this, but in my dresser drawer, I have 2 large packets of lavender that I brought back from France. Oops, sorry, U.S. Customs, but brought it back because it just has this wonderful wellness and fresh feeling, clean feeling. And, of course, bergamot, I don't know if people know this, but this comes from southern Italy. This is the sort of the base note in some of the world's most expensive fragrances. So you get these two combined and you get some real dynamite here. Now, what we've been doing at New Skin, let's go on and talk about indigenous cultures. Basically, the Epoch essential oils. Yes, I mean, I'm asked by people, well, how are these different from other things in the marketplace? The answer is, well, first of all, they're coming out of Dr. Chang in this laboratory. I mean, if you're an organic chemist, you come into the New Skin Innovation Center, you drop to your knees when you see the equipment these guys have. I mean, this is totally amazing, you know. And the 6S process is real. In fact, Joe, I don't know any other company out there that invests what we do into scientific. Is that true?
That's absolutely true.
I mean, it's incredible. And talk about smart people out here. Some are so smart they even lost their hair. They're bald. Their brain's pushing the hair out. I mean, it's incredible. Great place. But what's happened here is that we are positioning essential oils as products used by indigenous people for centuries. And we can combine this modern science that we have here so abundantly at New Skin with this ancient indigenous knowledge And it's really that synergy that defines Epoch products, combining thousands of years of knowledge with modern science. And what's exciting to me about these Epoch products is that they provide these very expressive aromas and solutions that can uplift our routines. And I don't know about you, but man, I'm surrounded by digital devices, beeping and sirens and horns. Sometimes you just want to go sit on a rock and sort of commune with nature. Guess what? We are capturing in these oils that ability to sort of reconnect you to the earth. And I guess that's what I'm really excited about, and I'm so grateful that Nu Skin's come up with this. So let me tell you a little bit how some of these could be used. Let's talk again about lavender, which is so grateful. What happened to that? We had some hand sanitizer here on the table. Where is it? Again, I liked what you said, Joe, that we've been using these essential oils in our products. I mean, if you just look at this hand sanitizer, when I helped design hand sanitizer, I pumped this full of as much lavender we could get into it, so that not only sterilizes your hands, takes out all these nasty germs, but it leaves your hands a little bit clean and lovely. Well, lavender's been used that way by indigenous people for a long time. And so it really provides, I think, for me, a sense of cleanliness, a sense of peace, a sense of tranquility. And again, I'm not trying to suggest our distributors do this, but come to my house, I'll show you in my drawer. That's where I've got my lavender stash. You know, it's pretty exciting. Do you have any around your place, Joe?
Not in my drawer. No.
No, I was talking about in the dresser.
Sorry.
Not in your trousers. No. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Lemon is really, like I say, lemon oil. We didn't design this to be used as topical. This is more of aromatherapy, and it just gives you that really clean, crisp smell, like very fresh. And you could use it as a cleanser if you wanted to.
Yep.
So I think it's pretty exciting. Okay, peppermint. Now, again, I want all the people listening on this call try imagine the emotion you experienced when you last smelled peppermint. And it's interesting to me, Jared, that the olfactory part of our brain is right next to our emotional part. Has that ever happened to you where you've smelled something and you get an emotion before you can figure out where you last smelled it? Yeah? So what we're really doing is like peppermint. I mean, I always think of the candy store being excited as a kid, as a sharp, refreshing aroma, sort of exhilarates you, gets you going. What's your experience, Jared? I mean, do you have that?
The same thing, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just there's not many scents more exhilarating than peppermint.
Yeah, and this stuff is really, really good stuff. Now, what's happened with the team here, we have such a great team of scientists here, I'm so honored to just be part of them, is that we've done some blends, some of these different ones. Let's talk about the blends. Could I do that for a second, Jared? Do I have enough time, or have I gone too long?
No, we're doing great.
Okay. So, Epoch Assure is a blend of cinnamon, clove, other essential oils, and what it does is it really helps you feel very clean and sort of exceptionally so. And it's an ideal essential oil for neutralizing odors, sort of elevating your surroundings. Cinnamon and clove, of course, are known for powerful aromas, and so what really happens is you get sort of a whole mixture here of these very exciting scents. And what I want to do, and I hope everybody else does that with me, as soon as I get my first hands, I mean, I have the, of course, prototype, so I actually get the finished product. We're all waiting for this one, and I just hope I can get some before. I know it's going to sell out. Greg Darling's nervous by the good luck, Paul, getting some. But let's do this. Let's all of us here around the table, and if you distributors want to join in, let's do this too. Let's all keep a little diary about what we feel when we first smell these essential oils. I'd be interested. Maybe they could even drop us a note. Let us know what sort of emotional response you have. Because that's going to be important to me, and I'll do the same thing. Let's all do it. Can we do that?
Sure.
When we first smell them, let's sort of just say, this made me, and I'll bet you that Assure will make you feel excited. Let's go on to our next one, Burst. This has, can we bring that slide up? Burst, please. There we go, Burst. Okay, bingo. Okay, so Burst, again, blends citrus and mint, and what you can do is you can put these into an Epoch diffuser. So it sort of fills your apartment or your hut if you're an indigenous person, or your office, Joe, if you're here at Nu Skin, and it diffuses it with this wonderful sort of aroma that's going to really sort of, well, I'm excited. I think you're going to feel like you're being transported, like Star Trek, zoom, transported straight to the meridian, into the Mediterranean, you know? Yeah. It's exciting. And it's going to have a little bit of energetic. So I'm going to come up in New Skin, and I bet if people are putting that in the diffuser, we're going to see even more excited and energetic employees than we already have, huh?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. And then let's go on to Brisk. This is sort of fun because this combines pine and eucalyptus. Imagine walking through a pine forest right after it rains. You know that smell, Jared? You know, when you have you been in a forest right after it rains, you feel that real fresh.
You know, that's one of my most favorite smells in the world. A pine forest right after it rains. It's just great. I love going up in the mountains when it's raining and smelling that. It's awesome.
Well, how would you like to wake up to that? Imagine you're living in, you know, you're living in New York City or Puerto Rico or where, you know, man, you can have your own little forest rain. In fact, if you don't mind, I'd like to send some of this to Prince Albert because Monaco is a great place, but what a great way to wake up. I'm going to use Brisk in the morning. I don't know if that's the plan here, but it's really great. Let's go on to one more, and that's called Move. Here's another really exciting blend, and I really want to recognize Toby Palmer in doing some of these. He's been a great participant in this, as have all of our scientists. I mean, people need to realize these products are the product of an entire team of people, and I'm just happen to feel lucky as an ethnobotanist to be along for the ride and be part of it. But Move, again, it has wintergreen and juniper essential oils, and it provides this very cool, soothing sensation. And then at the end of the day, you could actually plan your day if you wanted to emotionally. And I bet some of our clever distributors will figure this stuff out, you know, because what do you use at the end of the day? You use Unwind. And this is a blend of lavender, bergamot, and other sort of essential oils that sort of help us maybe at the end of the day to sort of calm down, think through the good things, think of the wonderful people we've met, think of the people we've done. And what's fascinating to me is that these blends are absolutely unique to New Skin. Absolutely unique, you know. So can we do that, though? I'm an old professor. Can I make that little assignment to the team here? Whoever out there wants to join in, but let's keep little diaries. Yeah. And it could just be a little sentence. It doesn't be some long thing, but when I opened up Brisk, I felt this way. When I used Unwind, and let's teach each other so that we can sort of carry on this understanding of this deep knowledge. Let me just conclude, and I'm sorry I've gone on so long, but, you know, hey, I'm excited about this thing. I mean, like, totally excited. This is so cool. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I just want to say that we all live in hectic lifestyles. We're all getting pounded. I mean, I can't imagine. We're sitting here in Scott Schwartz's office. I mean, there's pile of correspondence, there's pictures, there's stuff. I mean, can you imagine being Scott Schwartz? I mean, this dude needs Unwind, you know. No, seriously, you know. I think what we're going to find, here's my prediction. I think we're going to find a couple of things. First of all, I really believe our distributors are going to accept these products. I hope they do. I think they're excited, you know. And I hope sales go well. We'll see. If they don't, then shove them over to me. I'll take it. I'm pretty excited. But secondly, I think we're going to see actually a cultural element here, Joe. Mm-hmm. That people are going to find improved feeling, that they're going to have more of a connection to the natural world. They'll reflect more on how great this planet's been. And I really think these aromatic oils are going to help enhance our human interactions and create sort of an increased sensory experience. So we'll see. But wouldn't it be cool if something as simple as this could help improve the quality of our lives and quality of interaction? We'll see. Maybe that's too bold a statement, but you know what? I'll bet you a milkshake, Joe. Help people.
One in a milkshake, yeah, that would be great.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Dr. Cox. That was terrific. I loved your idea for the diary for the very first time that somebody gets a chance to experience the essential oils. What a great idea. You know, it's been so informative to hear from Dr. Cox and Dr. Chang, and we're so grateful that they've been able to join us on the call today. And, you know, one thing that I also want to mention is there's something very special and very unique about our Epoch essential oils.
Oh, I forgot that. Tell them this is so key.
Yes. That's the relationship that we have with the New Skin Force for Good Foundation. You know, New Skin donates 25 cents of every single Epoch essential oils purchase to the New Skin Force for Good Foundation. And as you know, this foundation helps reach lives around the globe one of its primary goals is to preserve natural environments for future generations. So the great thing about Epoch Essential Oils is not only are you able to experience this superior oil from a company that you already know and trust, but you also get that satisfaction of knowing you're helping to make the world a better place.
Jared, I got to interrupt you. I got to tell you, I was just looking yesterday at photos of this bridge we built in Madagascar with Force for Good funds. There are these little kids in this remote part of Madagascar actually have to swim a river every day to get to school and then get back. So Force for Good built a school and only built the suspension bridge. And the elders, they'd never seen a bridge before, these people, so they're like crawling out there looking at it. Now every day these little kids can dress up in uniform, walk across this bridge, go to school that was built by Force for Good, come back. I mean, I guess what I want to say is these Force for Good projects are real, they're tangible, and they have really important impact on the indigenous people. And I'm so grateful for our distributors selling these Epoch products because these projects are just wonderful, and they've transformed me as an individual.
Absolutely. It's such a great tie-in, being able to know that your purchase is going to such a great cause.
I stack up. I don't know if you do this, but Baobab body butter.
Yeah.
I actually saved the jars and stack them up. We probably should have named it Plant a Free Tree in Africa product, because every jar turns into a tree in Africa. We built a whole forest down there. So, sorry to get excited, but this is cool stuff.
Well, it's exciting stuff. Absolutely. And now I know that everybody is very interested in details about the first opportunity to purchase Epoch Essential Oils. So we also have on the call with us today Greg Darlington, VP of Marketing for the Americas region. He's going to wrap up the call and share with us how you can purchase these essential oils.
One question, why do they always say más suavemente or más elegante when Greg walks in? What do those words mean in Spanish? I don't know.
He is so suave and so elegant. So, Greg, I'll turn the time over to you to explain the LSO.
All right, everybody. Hey, glad to be with you. Wasn't that a great call so far? I'm going to go over a few details here, but just to start out, Scott Schwart and I have been playing with some of the prototypes of these essential oils, and I can tell you that they've made our offices and our homes more pleasant, more vibrant, more relaxing, and we have more energy because of them. So let's talk about how we can get these products. Well, just to start out, to let those people know that qualified for the Punta Cana Success Trip, we will have some of these essential oils on site. And Paul Cox is coming with us. He's going to talk to us. And those that have qualified and worked really hard in their business will be the first to touch and feel those products.
Very cool.
After that is when we have our LSO, and that's a limited sales opportunity, and that will be on April 9th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And we'll have two packages available. The first package will be a $380 wholesale with 350 PSV and 360 CSV. It will include all those 8 oils that Paul talked about, a really cool ultrasonic and bamboo mist diffuser, also a mini travel diffuser, and a sample kit that includes bottles for testing, and it also includes a brochure. The other way to purchase is to buy sets of 3 of these aforementioned product packages. When you buy 3 of these kits, as a benefit for purchasing at that higher volume of purchasing 3, you'll receive an additional free set of 8 oils and an additional mini diffuser. So how can you get access to these products? You need to become an executive so that you can receive and then distribute those codes within your teams. Codes will allow you to purchase these packages. Those packages are designed to optimize your experience with the Epoch Essential Oils. Executives will receive 10 codes, and those Ruby Plus executives, Ruby and above executives, will receive 20 codes. And each of those codes can buy 2 individual $380 packages or one of the 3 buy 3 packages. Don't forget that each buy 3 package comes with that additional free set of oils and mini diffuser. And as we've done the analytics, supplies of this product are going to go fast. So if there are supplies left, we will sell those remaining quantities at the 5 Expos in Anaheim Bay Area, Miami, New York, and Calgary. The full release of these Epoch essential oils, which are very competitively priced, and we'll go over that on a future call, will be in July. So next question we have is, how can we get more information? We've just really touched the surface here. We're going to have another Epoch Essential Oil conference call on Tuesday, March 3rd at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So put that on your calendars. That call will be focused on the business activities that will be key to building towards a successful LSO in your group. So make sure and mark your calendars for the next call on March 3rd. And also, we wanted to remind that we are highlighting Epoch Essential Oils in social media. So make sure and get onto the New Skin North America social media site on Facebook and share the content that we provide and those awesome videos. We had a great Paul Cox video that
just ignore the bad haircut, please.
And there's also lots of fun promotions that you can get access to free oil. So just make sure and be there on our fanbook page. And that is everything that we needed to talk about on today's call. We finished right on time, and we look forward to talking to you soon.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Once again, thank you, Dr. Chang, Dr. Cox. Very appreciative of the information you provide us. It's been a great call, and we look forward to many great things to come. So thanks again, everyone, for joining us on today's webinar. We look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks.